the record button. Emily, you can go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me here this morning. My name is Emily Mercurio. I'm the Senior Policy Advisor here at Ogden Mills, and I'm here today to discuss our current issue pending our great city. That would be whether to approve or disapprove hydraulic fracturing in Ogden Mills. So today I just want to start off with a little cartoon that kind of illustrates one of my main concerns with the fracturing process, and that would be the environmental concerns. Here you see the natural gas driller, ever the optimist. Don't worry about it. The environment's going to be fine. Maybe things won't be all that bad. Is the glass half full or half empty? Either way, I want my glass to be completely clean. I want safe, clear drinking water. The problem is this issue in itself is really a teeter-totter effect. So as I had mentioned, we're kind of in the middle of a balancing act, whether we want to approve or disapprove hydraulic fracturing. Right now we have beautiful natural resources here in Ogden Falls. I'm sure that everyone enjoys going on a nice hike, maybe meditating out in the sunlight, and we can do that because we're about preserving our natural resources. However, we also have to take into account that an image like this of an oil drilling well could be our future reality. Alright, the issue of hydraulic fracturing is literally an issue on fire. A very well-noted study conducted by Duke University found that they linked natural gas drilling to hydraulic fracturing. This is because of the methane that is produced and becomes a component in the natural drinking water. This makes the drinking water flammable. Today, as I mentioned, we're going to briefly touch upon the hydraulic fracturing process, what it is, what it's all about. I'm going to present my policy recommendation, discuss some health and economic impacts and benefits, and help Ogden Falls find that true best pathway forward. Alright, first of all, what is hydraulic fracturing? The history of hydraulic fracturing began in 1947. What fracturing does is it utilizes a large amount of water that combines with sand and is pumped underground at a high rate of pressure. The pressure allows small fractures to occur in the rock. These fractures are then released when pressure is removed, and sand behind leaves a buildup, creating fractures in the rock itself. Gas flows freely through these pressures. I would like to present my recommendation. Please disapprove hydrofracking here in Ogden Falls. The reason for this is linked to various environmental concerns. The first environmental concern is the contamination of our drinking water. Current states are already battling with previous contamination issues. Some of these states are Arkansas, Colorado, and Texas. Various hazardous chemicals are part of the hydraulic fracturing process. This chart illustrates some chemicals and their negative reaction effects, ranging anywhere from light headaches and fatigue to long-term exposure, which could create cancerous growths, including bone marrow failure or even leukemia. Aside from the obvious health impacts of hydraulic fracturing, there's also a negative impact on our local economy that's related to our property values. The Duke study that I had referenced previously also found a significant impact on the prospect of home values in the area surrounding hydraulic fracturing. Home values decreased approximately 13%, and we all know what happens when you can't sell your home. You can't spend money into the local economy, and it creates a ripple effect moving forward. We don't want this to happen in our town. To summarize some of the community health effects and wellness issues here in Ogden Falls, if we approve hydraulic fracturing, we know from previous experience, because we can cite our fellow states such as Arkansas and Texas that I had mentioned previously, they're currently battling with the negative impacts of allowing hydraulic fracturing on community health and wellness. We know it's going to cause cancer. That's been evident. Aside from the obvious impacts, there's also some that are less obvious. This involves the transportation of hazardous chemicals through our communities, through rural roads, and an increase in truck traffic, which not only are carrying these hazardous chemicals, but they're also letting out further gasoline through our communities. At first, they can appear less severe, but over time, increased truck traffic could be a serious issue on our main streets. So in summary, hydraulic fracturing is all about making sure that we're aware. If we want to make sure that we decide a good public policy issue, we want to spread public awareness among our fellow citizens. They need to be aware of the health concerns, the environmental impact, and also the negative economic concerns on property values. There are significant consequences that can occur. These are related to slight headaches, fatigue, itchy, watery eyes, on the lighter side. But who knows, later on down the road, there could be serious cancerous complications. We also have to discuss the impact on future generations. To start off this presentation and to end, I wanted to illustrate the beautiful landscape that we have here in Ogden Falls. We want to make it a point to preserve this landscape for our future generations to come. Overall, it is evident to me, and hopefully to you as well following this presentation, that hydraulic fracturing should not be approved in Ogden Mills. I thank you very much for your time, and I'd be happy to yield any questions.
Great, thank you very much.